Walapas. Hi guys. Hi. Habari zenyu, uhoro wanyu. Chamye, bonjour, comment ça va? Salut. Uh, Zimeisha. I can't think of anything else. But yes, hi guys. Welcome back to yet another episode of Life with Bruce. And welcome back to my channel. Fuck, it burns. Karibuni tena. And I'm glad that we are still here. We're still surviving Omizion, no, Transformer COVID, Omicron. Yeah, we're still surviving. The end of year is upon us. Drink Semba is upon us. Christmas is just around the corner. New Year iko tu hapo mbele pia. And it's not easy that we are surviving this time. So for all of us who are still here for now, at the moment. So yes, welcome back, and as usual, please bear with me. The noise that is everywhere else, but here, I know someone said I live in Aquare, which I feel was trying to be an abusive statement. For the love of God. Yeah, so I know it sounds like I live in Aquare. Unfortunately, I do not. I know those ones are in Rongai and Ukonjiru, Roy. Yeah, unfortunately, I still do not have noise cancellation equipment, whichever they call them. So at the moment, you just have to bear with my background music. Kama bado jazoea. So, as whew, so as we bear with the noise that is out there, sijui watu wanakata chuma, kuna watu wanachapana mabari hapo nje, kuna watu wanduthi they just have to have, the huge loud exhausts so that people can know they are arriving or going or whatever the reason. Yeah, please bear with me, and I hope you can overlook the fact that all that is happening. But ni vizuri kukata chuma, infrastructure is very important in upcountry. So for today, I'd actually like to first and foremost give a very special thank you to everyone who watched my last video. I was sampling Bahati. Sorry, I was sampling Diana. Yeah, I was sampling Diana and her song. A lot of you shared the same opinion as I, and a few others had the wrong opinion. Sorry, a few others had a different opinion, which is encouraged. We cannot all think the same. Kila mtu ana fikira zake. We all have our different tastes and all that. So yeah, thank you very much for all those who watched, all those who liked, when you subscribe, wakapeana feedback, those who criticize. It's all a learning process, and I appreciate the effort, right? And to those who are bold enough to give threats, ni sawa. Just mi naishi Thika Road pale Kasarani, next to Kasarani Police Station. And so if you will want to meet in person, we talk these things out. If you want to meet man to man, not that I know how to fight, but yeah, tukutane pale Thika Road, pale karibu na police station. Hapo roundabout too. I usually dress in black, so I'll be very easy to know. That aside, my management advised me that if I would want to continue doing videos, I should stop sampling Kenyan music because I apparently do not know enough about it. Maybe I agree with them to some extent. And so for today I'll take a completely different route as they kata chuma. Today will be more of like a Q&A, and hey, Kai, Takama. Okay. So I'll be taking pauses. Each time there's noise, I'll be sipping. Fuck. It's like I'm punishing myself for something I'm not doing. But yes, for today, I'll be tackling the most common questions that we get asked. And by we, I mean us. And by us, I mean sisi kwa jumla, as a people, as a community. More or less, most common questions that guys in the LGBTQIA plus community get asked, and I'm sure most of you who can relate to the questions that I'll probably share. I know some of them come from a personal experience, things that I have been asked before, things that I still get asked, and things that I'll probably still continue getting asked, to a point that somehow I've rehearsed the answers because in a way they are the same questions, right? Yeah. So I'll be tackling a bit of that. I'll do a bit of Q&A and answer. Oh, excuse me. Akinalewa 40%. 40%. I had stronger. But yeah, I'll be answering the questions that I can. Oh, and to kick this off, these are questions that most of the times you get asked when you come out, when you get open with someone, you get candid, and someone gets to know about your sexuality, your sexual preference. Personally, I do not understand the concept of coming out because I don't know why it is just for the queer community. Like, I've never seen a cis hetero having to go to their parent and be like, "Hi, mom and dad, mimi ni straight, napenda wasichana wananipenda, mimi ni kaplea." So I don't understand why anyone who's gay or queer would have to, yeah. Anyway, it's a concept and it's a whole thing by itself. So when you get to talk to someone, most of the times it's a straight person, and you get to tell them that, oh, so this is my sexual preference, or this is my sexual orientation. Kuna maswali watu napenda kuuliza. And personally, I know I've been asked a few. I hope I make it to the end of this video because fuck. You know what? It's how the noise is part of us. There's really nothing you can do about it. Sindio, I feel like they're doing it intentionally. And so the first question that I always get over and over again is when did you first know you're queer? When did you first know you're gay and all that? Um, I think for everyone, being self-aware is a very important thing, you know, being able to comprehend yourself, your likings, your preference. It's a very important thing. Personally, for me, I think I kind of knew when I was really, really young. I think by the time I was in class five, and this is coming from a society that, you know, had made the norm feel like the only way to really be in a relationship is between a man and a woman. Everything on TV was just man and a woman. From our parents or our society, I never knew any gay icons back then. I only used to hear of rumors, but you know, it was not like an open thing. It was very taboo actually to talk about sexual orientation, to talk about sex and such things. And so from a very young age, I think I really battled with that, you know, coming to terms with I might be attracted to something different as opposed to what society expects me to be attracted to. And this for me happened when I was probably in class five, and I really, really liked girls. I was a ladies' man actually. I liked girls. I would sneak to watch The Bold and the Beautiful, you know. Nafunga macho moja tu na chungulia, oh my god, watu wana kiss, ama si hetero. And it was cute, but also at the other side of it, I'd look at the guy and be like, you're actually really, really fine. You're probably more fine than the chick. And you know, I battled with these thoughts for a very long time. I never knew how to even process them, how to go about it, who to even talk about with them. Definitely could not talk to my parents about it. There was literally no representation back then. And so for me, was as soon as I was in class five. I don't remember how old I was because miaka imepita. Yeah, miaka mingi sana imepita. But I know I was in class five. And then, yeah, it was just downhill ever since. Once I knew that, maybe I am attracted to guys, it's been a dip. Another question that we get asked is when was your first ever experience, or rather, what was your first ever experience? This usually comes from straight guys, you know, for whatever reason. Sijua naulizanga kwa nini, the agenda, the underlying agenda behind that question. But this question can be dissected into different parts. Hapana. Nope. No, no, no. I am done drinking. In the meantime, when was your first ever experience? So yeah, I was saying this can be dissected into different parts. It could be when was your first time to be with a guy? When was your first sexual experience? When did you first get heartbroken? When was your first relationship? Someone like me, when was my first ever character development lesson, you know? So it can be disseminated into very different parts. Personally, my first ever experience was also still in primary. Clearly, I was doing other things besides studying. I was in class 7, but before you think that I am a hoe, no offense to all hoes, It wasn't a sexual thing. It was actually just very basic. Ilikuwa kuguzia juu. Okay, now that I've said it was just we made out. This was my first actual contact with a guy, and we went all out. By all out, I mean we made out for I think an hour or so, just somewhere in a very dark corner, usiku, hoping not to get caught. Kutua hapo. And it was really cute because I was so young and I felt so alive in that moment. I was like, damn, I have kissed so many girls, but this is how a kiss should feel, you know? And yeah, that was my first ever experience. Class 7, I think I was 13 or 14. Wow. Wow. Yeah, and then when it comes to sexual experience, I will not disclose that because I know people want to know when I lost my virginity. Mystery, I'll leave that to your imagination. First, but first relationship, I think that was definitely after high school when I just turned 20. First heartbreak, also when I just turned 20. First character development, also when I turned 20. Wow, those are like 10, no, actually, no, 20. Yeah, 10 years. 10 years ago. Explains a lot. Hey, I need therapy, by the way. This is not a cry for help, but I think I need to see someone. But yeah, so I think most of the things that I did when I was 20. Another question that people like to ask is, do you pitch or catch? Or rather, do you pitch or swallow? First of all, I think this is a very, very personal question. Me sielewi why anyone would want to know, because there is no way this even affects you, especially if you're a straight person. Asking a queer person, do you give or do you take? That just sounds wrong. So, do you pitch or do you catch? Yeah, I don't understand why a straight person will ask someone this, because at the end of it, haitakusaidia, haileti faida kwa maisha yako in any way. But yeah, for just the curiosity of it, people like to know about your role. People like to know if you are the one who's getting it or giving it. And so for me, when it comes to roles, I think I'm a very, I don't know the right term for it, but I don't think I subject myself to roles as per se. I believe in being fluid in the sense that how you're attracted to this person is probably not the same way you'll be attracted to the other person, you know? Different people bring out different sides of you. And so I don't like limiting myself to a specific role, you know? Because you never know. You might meet someone who is exactly what you want, but then again, they bring out a different side of you. And ni vizuri pia kuonja side zote mbili. One other question is, does your family know? Well, 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 well. Noise. When it comes to family, as I said earlier, I think the Kenyan, the African culture, it's very taboo to actually even talk about sexuality, about such things. I think if I'm speaking for the vast majority, we've grown up in societies where you can't be open about things like your sex life, your attraction, your basically your you're supposed to live according to, how I don't know if there are even rules or anything, but how society has deemed normal or the accepted way of life or conduct. So it's not a very easy thing to probably talk about, especially to African families and parents, which is very, very backward, I think, because actually we are struggling with a lot of other things, and sexuality is, I don't think it's a point of, like, should be a point of topic to the point that you cannot be able to express yourself in whatever way. We have COVID, tuongee kuhusu COVID kabla uanze kusema oh sijui a man sleeping with a man is very offensive to who, to you, why, how does it concern you, and so personally, when it comes to my family, I think I've opened up to a few people, maybe a few aunts, a few cousins, maybe an uncle or two. And the times that I have, it's not because that I actually have to, but I feel like these are people who are liberated, who are open minded, who will understand what I am talking about and will not judge, will not, but the close family, not yet. I don't think I've openly had this conversation with them. Not that I wouldn't, but it's never come up. I don't even know how to bring it up. I can just imagine myself walking up to my dad, like, yo, Zai, ah, yo, Buddha. So, if you want to know, Mimi seems straight, no? I don't know how personally actually take it. I don't know the reaction that could come from that. But also, but yeah, it's not like something I'd hide. I think at the end of it, we all live our lives. So, you live in your identity, you live as authentically, because you only uko tu na maisha moja, and maisha ni yako, si ndio? As that Kenyan song says, hatupangwi, hatu hatupangwi, hatupa hatu yeah, you get my point. Hatupangwi. I have it in my mind, but I can't pronounce it. Goes to show that, yeah, my Kenyan side is very iko chini. Definitely in future, if it ever has to be that I have to have this conversation with the relevant people, I would gladly do it. I believe in living a solid life, living in your truth, being as you can be, and yeah. So another question, haki ya Mungu, that we get asked is, kweli chuma ililala no. Another question that mimi nimeulizwa personally is, have you ever been with a girl? And I would say yes, a few times, many times, because I think largely in my younger years, I was still trying to find myself, and I was still attracted to girls, I was still attracted to guys. I tried both sides of the spectrum. I had really, really nice girlfriends, especially during my high school era. Yes, especially during my high school era. And I think by the time you become aware of who you are or what you're into, you at least have to have tried a few things here and there, right? So you can know that, yeah, maybe this is not for me, and maybe this maybe I am meant for something else. So yeah, I can't say how many, but I know there are a few or a lot. One other question that nimeulizwa is what's your type? And then this is funny because I remember this was a straight guy who asked me this, who we were kind of friends, and yeah, we were kind of friends, and we were just having an open, candid conversation. And he's like, ah, so you're queer, but so tell me, what is your type? And at first, my question actually, before I even answered, I asked like, why would you want to know my type? And then he tried to joke about it, like, I'd like to maybe hook you up with someone that I have in mind. And I'm like, hasn't happened to date, but but deep down, when we continued asking, aliniambia that he just wanted to make sure that I'm not his type, so he doesn't feel threatened or worried or concerned that I will turn on him. Which is interesting in its own right, because I don't know why most cis heteros, especially when you come out to them, they feel so uneasy because now they're like, oh my god, are you going to hit on me? And oh wow, you're done. And now we have undo the, and yeah, yeah, most people are like concerned that now that you're queer, utanikatia, ama utamake moves, utanishika matako, and such other weird things that goes on in their mind, because they are very insecure for whatever reason, and it doesn't make sense to me. But first of all, if most straight people will know, you are not even our types. Like even if you are queer, we'd still shower Peter too. I thought we wouldn't even be friends because some of you venye tunawajua na venye mnafanyanga girlfriends wenyu, we are doing ourselves the favor of not being part of your, um so yeah, when people ask what's your type, you take it very open-mindedly because you don't know the reason they want to know this. But when it comes to myself, when I think I've said this a few times, I've mentioned my type so many times, and I think it's why I have jinxed it. The universe has just decided to make sure I don't get my type. Hey, mimi hushindwa watu wa pikipiki. When you buy a motorbike, do you go and choose like this? I want the loudest exhaust pipe. Is it an exhaust pipe? Whatever. I want the loudest, the noisiest one you can get. Nipeyo. That is what I want. Oh yeah. Shit. I was saying, when it comes to my type, I am almost convinced that my type does not exist. I have almost made peace with that. And maybe that's why I'll die single, among other reasons. But when it comes to my type, I think I like someone who's self-aware, someone who's, you know, come into themselves, they know themselves. Oh my god. This was fun. This was so much fun. I think I should move from the quarry. Someone self-aware, someone confident, someone mature, someone who's able to think and think ahead, and such things. I think that when it comes to type, that's my type. And other things, it's a very long list mrefu, and I'm very particular. That's why I'm just here by myself, sleeping late at night, cold, cuddling the duvet, na memories. And on to the last question. And this question actually does not come from straight people, it comes more from the queer community at large than the straight people. And this is, where are you? um, I really try and comprehend and understand the concept of someone saying, hi, where are you? Like, actually, nijui, I could be a serial killer, I could be straight, barely, I could be a lot of things, but yeah, I try and understand the concepts, the process of someone jumping from hi to where are you. And I know it's very indebted into our hookup culture. People need to know where you are first before even knowing your personality and stuff. Really bothers my mind, but it is what it is. I always fail to answer this question because, first of all, it just goes to show that the communication skills from your side is non-existent, and that is even lesser than small talk. That's not even basic talk. That's just meh talk, you know. So yeah, where are you? Usually, it annoys me, and unfortunately, it's the vast majority, especially strangers you don't know, would accept friend request on FB, IG, even on Grindr or these dating sites, and someone will just be like, "Hi," be like, "Hey there, how are you doing?" And be like, "Where are you, bro? Where am I? For why? For the why? For the what?" So yeah, I think that really brings this topic to a close. Nime struggle. I have really struggled to even, because today's noise has been a bit, at a higher level than kawaida, but there's really nothing I can do about it right now. Should I invest though? Soon and very soon. The dream is still catching on, and probably very soon we'll have better equipment that allows us to deal with that. So yeah, thank you so much for for viewing and bearing with me, and all those people who've actually, I know we've shared this discussion with some of you, and some of you share your experiences and insights and all that. Now shukuru nyi wote. Thank you for viewing, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and helping this boy keep doing this thing that gets harder every day, but the goal and the vision is still alive, and we know where we want to be and where we want to go with this. So yeah, that said, need drink December. Please, all of you, continue drinking responsibly, have fun, enjoy life, make merry, it's December, for Christ's sake. Mwaka inaisha, and we should not take it lightly. Should celebrate. And yeah, as usual, please stay kind, love one another, spread kindness, just be yourself every day, every single day. Be yourself. The moment you wake up, the moment you go to bed, make sure you are happy in yourself, happy in your identity, happy in who you are, and proud of yourself. So that's it. I leave you with the kind words of myself. Be kind always. Goodbye. Until next time. Ha.